by the sliding Ryan Yates, captain of Nottingham Forest today. Tavares, nicked on by Danilo. Sorted out after a fashion by Janelt. Ben Mee had to try and win his header. It came down for Danilo, who scores a beauty. Oh, that's crisp. Magnificent purity of hit. And Nottingham Forest away from home are ahead sharpish.
Yeah, Yates and Ivan Toney came together, and having a look at that, he caught him. So this is an awful clearance here by Janelt. Just launches it up in the air. Normally that wouldn't cause too much of a problem. Ben Mee manages to clear it, but this is a wonderful strike. Danilo just hovering on the edge of the box, takes one touch with his left knee, sits up nicely, and he just puts his laces through it, hits it really cleanly. Lovely strike, great start for Nottingham Forest.
Ivan Toney. That's show business. The comeback kid has sprinkled his magic dust at once. Totemic Toney on target on the first day of the rest of his life. He has a personal message. He must have many of those. He has a lot of people to thank, and now he has his moment.
And there was me thinking the shirt was going to say sorry. Lovely finish. I do have to question how easy it is. He's got around the side of that wall. He's not moved the ball a huge amount. Normally you'd have at least two men coverage outside that that near post. He passes it into the corner. Take nothing away from the finish, but I think that wall setup isn't great.
Seeking now to maintain that momentum via a Jensen corner. Jensen plays it in, smashing header. Ben Mee with force and a broad smile. Brentford from behind lead, and they need it.
That could be a massive goal for Brentford. And credit to them in the second half. They've really taken the game to Nottingham Forest. They've looked more threatening. They look like they've wanted to take control of this game rather than sort of live in that moment of sort of fear and indecision. It's a lovely ball in by Jensen. Ben Mee starting quite deep, unopposed. Gets across Murillo. Wasn't tracked in the first instance. Just breaks that line. Gets ahead of Murillo, and it's a lovely header. But the quality of the ball in generates all the pace. Ben Mee there, what he has to do is get his head on it and just direct it into that corner.
Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi, Wood, 2-each! Bread and butter for a big centre forward. That is what Chris Wood was built to do. Toney. Roslev. Mopé twisting. Mopé scoring! The sting of a sharp bee. And in no time, Brentford have their lead back.
This is a lovely finish by Neal Mopé. Ivan Toney there celebrating with him. The partnership is back on track, and it's Toney who starts this move.
There is a VAR handball check ongoing. As he was pivoting on that, let's see whether it does touch his arm. Remember, as the goal scorer here, the bar is higher for Mopé. If the ball touches his arm at all, deliberate, accidental, The goal won't stand, but I'm hearing that it doesn't touch his arm, and the goal does stand.